Hello, hello, hello. I am live. Good morning. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing good. The question of the day is what kind of light bulb, what kind of lights do you think is the best? And I'm talking about light bulbs. The first light bulb we have it's a halogen incandescent light bulb, which now we don't use these anymore. They don't even manufacture them anymore. Then we have one of these bulbs. I don't know if y'all have seen one of these kind of bulbs before, but this is a CFL light bulb. And CFL stands for compact fluorescent light. And then the last one is an LED light bulb, which these are what we use today. So, which is good. Now, sometimes these light bulbs can be a pain in the butt because a lot of times when you screw these in, they'll, even if it's brand new, they'll go out. And when these things go out, they go really, really, really dim. Then you just have to change it. On these light bulbs, when it goes out, the 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 center conductor inside breaks. The wire inside breaks. Same thing with this one. It just goes out, just like the LED bulb goes out. So, these are kind of funny light bulbs. Good morning, Zip Zap. How you doing? I am doing a live stream. It's called "What Kind of Lights Do You Think Is the Best?" Meaning, what kind of light bulbs are the best? I was showing you the first one is the traditional uh, halogen incandescent light bulbs, which these are not being manufactured no more under the Biden administration because the incandescent light bulbs, they contain a chemical that uh, goes up in the atmosphere and it causes global warming. So we use these bulbs now, which this is a LED light bulb. And then there's another one of these bulbs. This is called a CFL bulb, and it stands for compact fluorescent light. So yeah. With these type of bulbs, sometimes even if it's new or old, especially old, uh, they will go dim. So when you use these kind of light bulbs and when it goes completely dim, it's time to change them. Or if it keeps on blinking, just replace them. So yeah. And the LED bulbs are more energy efficient. So, and these are all made out of glass. There are some LED bulbs that are made out of uh, uh, plastic and and metal. So this light bulb, it has 600 lumens of light. Yep, 600 lumens. And then this one is a 60 watt. And it has 760 lumens. And then this one is 12, no, 72 watts. That's curiosity. That curly light bulb you don't want. What? These kind of bulbs? Yeah. These are fluorescent lights. I have like my light right now. That this is a complete fluorescent light. This you can screw in a regular light socket. So, but the regular incandescent light bulbs are gone. I usually call them the Thomas Edison bulbs. They don't make them anymore. They make these kind of bulbs, which is an LED. LED stands for lighting emitting diode. Kind of hard to say, but that's what they're called. And they're more better. They should last longer too, but it depends on how you keep the lights on. And another thing, they also don't make halogen light bulbs no more. So, because of the climate change stuff. What? But yeah, you can still use these if you have them in your house. Yeah, let me see. Oh, hang on. I don't know what I did, but I hit that curly Q one has mercury in it. Yeah, most of them do. Yeah, most of them have mercury in them. As long as you don't bust them. So I don't know why that happened. Let's see if I can delete. Delete that. There we go. But yeah. But these light bulbs inside, I don't know if you can see it, but you gotta point your head. You gotta look inside of it. It has yellow. It's got yellow strip in it for the wiring. So yeah, it puts off. Let me see if I can read it. I'll pop it up. It puts off the gas when it's burning. That is, yeah. It's the same thing with these kind of bulbs. They say it causes climate change because of the gas inside of it. And this is a regular halogen incandescent light bulb. A nut Yeah. So, but these bulbs are a lot better because these are the LED light bulbs, and you can tell on how they're made on the bottom. My sister, she does have a one of these kind of light bulbs, but it's one of the other kind that has the LEDs inside, and it controls and it's controlled by Alexa, which is called a smart bulb. We bought these kind of light bulbs a long time ago, but we just don't use them. Our traditional light bulbs are these, which right now we only have 4 of these left. You can still use these. It's not against the law to use these, but it's against the law to manufacture these kind of light bulbs, the incandescent light bulbs. So, but yeah. And also, if you have a dimmer switch on your light bulb, these will not work well. It has to be a complete regular socket for these to work. But yeah. And then there's another light bulb that I know it's still a incandescent light bulb. It's completely clear that people used to use in their refrigerators. They don't even make those anymore. Good afternoon. If you just kind of came in here, we're talking about what kind of lights do you use is the best. And we have, let's see, your traditional incandescent light bulbs. Let me see. I have one of the LED that comes on when the power goes off. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah. They do have battery backup light bulbs. Pretend like you screw this in, you use it like a regular light bulb, and if the power goes out, it'll still come on because it is rechargeable. I've seen those too. My older sister wants a rechargeable light bulb. So, oh, and another thing, if y'all use StreamYards, thank goodness, behold, they have their own app now, which I am so glad. I eat that when burning all the time. So yeah, I am so glad LED bulbs are. I mean, StreamYards is here. With their own app. So I am going to do this. If anybody wants to come up, you're more than welcome to. There we go. But no porn bombing. The LED lights are not as bright. Yeah, well, some of them can, but not all of them can be that bright. But sometimes, like the street lights that we have now, uh, about probably about 4 or 5 years ago, they replaced all of the street lights, the overhead lights, because they used to use the carbon light bulbs, which they don't make those anymore. They used to have they were called carbon sodium, yeah, carbon bulbs. They don't use those anymore. So the streetlights now have LEDs. Okay. Add.
Hello.
Oh, hang on. I think you're up. Can you hear me? Let me see if I can add you again. Okay. Can you hear me? Oh, hang on. Give me 1 second here. It messed up. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. All right.
Can you hear me now?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Cool.
Uh-oh.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah. It happens.
Am I getting feedback or anything?
No.
Okay, good.
You sound okay. Yeah.
In my earphones, earbuds or what? Not earbuds. Earphones. It sounds kind of like vibrating.
Oh.
That's why I
You
was
might want to have to.
asking.
Yeah. If you need to, you can go into the settings and there's a thing on there where it says, uh, uh, in the microphone where when you turn that off, uh, you won't have as much as echo on there. So like if I went to the
Oh,
setting on, I would sit there be echoing. I would be like, okay, I can hear myself echo. I mean, yeah, I did that once and it was pretty irritating. Yeah.
well, it's hard for me to hear off my phone,
Yeah.
so I have to have earbuds or earphones
Yeah.
to
That's
hear good.
understandable. Yeah.
I'll tolerate it. You sound good now, so
Yeah. But when I was making this live stream a couple days ago, uh, after I made it, StreamYards appeared on my tablet as an app. And I was like, that is so nice because having the StreamYards on Google Chrome, when you have a lot of stuff on Google Chrome, it messes up StreamYards. It
oh,
just it messes it up. But I'm glad that they made an app because when I woke up the next morning, turned on my tablet, I was like, "Is that StreamYards?" And I looked, and behold, it was the app.
wow.
I'm like, thank God. Yes.
I'm not done a live yet, so I just
Yeah.
do videos.
Yeah. But I just came from someone else's live stream, and she was telling me that she had a couple of trolls in there, and I was like, yeah. I was like, trolls will be trolls. They have nothing better than to do than be a complete asshole.
Yeah,
You know,
that's true. Sometimes
they,
if you're on, like you go on StreamYard and you get onto the algorithm, you'll get trolls from,
yeah,
it's just there. And I don't know why, but it seems like once you get one or two, you get maybe five or six, sometimes more. And
yeah,
if you got good mods, they'll get rid of them real quick.
yep. Yeah. But I think when it was like when we first did StreamYards, we were not able to get rid of them like we can new. So, like, if there was a troll that came in, be vulgar and stupid, I can just hit their comment and ban them, just like that. Um, when
Wow.
Stream, when StreamYard came out, they didn't have that feature. But since a lot of people, a lot of YouTubers and streamers had a lot of problems with that, StreamYard took care of that problem real quick. So yeah,
Yeah, it's still bugs that
yeah,
I guess they'll have to work out. But
yeah,
most everybody has enough mods that they get rid of them real quick. But some people, they have a lot of problems with
yeah,
them. It's just like, I don't know if it's the way people react to them or,
yeah,
or what it is, but,
yeah,
they just seem to keep coming back and back and back. I know one lady, she cannot,
yeah.
she got to where she couldn't even go on. There was so many that just,
Uh,
they interrupted her whole stream every time.
yeah, yeah. And a lot of people too. One YouTuber asked me when I came on her panel, she asked me, "Are you going to porn bomb me?" I was like, "Hell no, I would never do that." I know a lot of people, trolls, do that. They porn bomb. I mean, I've had so many trolls do that to me, to where they porn bomb me, and I had to shut down the stream and delete it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
uh-huh. A
uh,
lot of
yeah,
people. I don't understand
yeah.
that. I do not
Uh,
understand people doing that unless they want to shut people's stream down. Get them put off the YouTube or channel. Just do away with it. I don't understand it.
yeah. Well, these trolls, they think they control you when you know they
I guess
don't.
that is it.
I
I
I
guess
think
that.
it was yeah. I think it was last year or the year before. I was getting trolled a lot. I mean, I was like new a couple of years ago, and I got trolled a lot. And I was just telling this one friend of mine, I was like, I can't take this thing anymore. And he's like, Lewis, you got to ignore them. You just got to just push them away and ignore them. And at first, I did not know that. And then one day, these trolls came in left and right, and I had to stop my stream for a minute of what I was doing and just basically tell them off.
Uh-huh.
And after I told them off and cussed them out and deleted them, one troll even told me, take that back. And I was like, I ain't taking shit back. And after I deleted that and signed off, next morning I might have went live again. No more trolls.
Wow. I guess with it, different things works for different ones. It's crazy how they do.
Yeah.
Sometimes I
And
wonder if it's like the same person or a group of people go onto somebody's channel because sometimes they seem to be working together,
yeah,
and that makes me mad to know that it's like
yeah,
they're doing it on purpose to interrupt their channel,
yeah,
or like you said, to frustrate the person and make them where they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I guess they're just,
There's one YouTuber I know. He has some special needs problems, and some trolls got a hold of his address and started delivering pizzas to his house, and he just couldn't take it anymore. So his mom just said, "Just stay off of YouTube," and that's what he's doing.
that's not right. That is not
Yeah,
right. Especially somebody that has special needs. That is totally not right. Whoever does
yeah,
that should go to jail.
yeah. There's a lot of vulnerable people on here that do get trolled, and it's because they are easily targeted.
Uh-huh.
But
Well, it's like
I
somebody that's autistic, if they're autistic, they can't take that kind of stuff.
yeah,
It
true.
gets to them so bad.
Yeah, there's one person that she has autism, and her grandmother just passed away not too long ago last year, and all these trolls came in and said, "You killed your grandmother," blah 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 blah, and her grandmother had cancer, and I was helping her out. I was like, "Okay, you assholes, you cannot give people cancer.
Mm-mm.
It's it's
No,
it can't happen. So get your head out of your ass
yeah,
and
that's
grow the.
grow up.
I
Grow up
told her
would be.
grow the.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, acting like
I, I
2 year
just,
olds.
oh, well, that seems to be a thing going around, even in politics now. It's like they're
Yeah,
acting like teenagers.
I
I
mean,
can't.
come
It's like they're teenagers. They're not adults, and they're running a country.
and some people I'm like, come on, act your age.
Yeah, we used to say at your age, not your IQ.
I mean, and some people, some of these trolls, they are the, mentally messed up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen a few of those, and I've seen a few that's drunks. You know, and they have. You can't get through to them.
Yeah, I mean, what part of certain things you can't comprehend? You know,
Well,
it's just some
there's
with
some
some.
that don't seem to comprehend anything.
Yeah,
I mean, just the fact that they're trolling people tells you they don't comprehend being kind to one another.
yeah.
Now,
But I usually,
the light
yeah,
bulb deal, I'm kind of irritated that they stopped making the old light bulbs. Uh,
yeah,
those light bulbs have been used for how many years? Hundreds of years.
yeah,
So, and all this global warming stuff to me is a bunch of bull.
yeah,
I mean, I don't fall for that. You know, they're little. It's a money making scheme. Is what I think it is.
yeah. But I just tell people, if you have trolls, if you need help getting rid of them, let me know, and I'll do my best. You know,
Yeah, that's
I put my I, I put my foot down, not in my mouth,
some of them
when
you
it
can
comes
just
to that.
ignore them and they'll go away. Some of them you have
Yeah,
to just delete, 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 delete. They don't go away. Some of them, like you said, you can cuss them out. They get the
yep,
message, they get off. So it's just you got to figure out what they are
hmm
there for. how they work.
Yeah. I did a live stream once where this one person, this troll, I said that these trolls are coming in saying that I put my cat litter, I put my cat in the microwave and shit, and when I was talking about it, he edited what he wanted me to say. So that's what he did. He said, "I put my cat, I put my cat in the microwave and shit," and that's what he posted on a few live streamers chats. And I'm like, "Oh, you moron!" But fi- finally, I got rid of him. He finally got the message.
Yeah, there's some that just kind of, they'll come in just every now and then. They'll make horrible comments and then they leave. I don't know. It's like, what is the deal? I don't know if
Yeah,
those are just to upset the people, see if they get a rise out of people.
yeah, and especially I have a lot of black people, and the trolls come in and start using that N word. That's when I draw the line.
I don't like
I
the
don't.
word, but I wish people would understand that that word is it's not necessarily toward the black people. It
Yeah,
is a word that through my lifetime, I'm 72 years old. So
yeah,
during my lifetime, it was used as a low down, no good for nothing person.
yeah,
That's and that's what a lot of the older people, when they say that, that's what it is. Now, some people, yes, they do use it as a derogatory toward the black people.
yeah,
But, the black people can say it to each other, but
yeah,
don't let us say it. But if somebody
yeah,
calls me, they used to call us, the white people, they used to call us crackers. That never bothered me.
yeah.
I don't care. It's
Right.
just, I look at them as if they're, you know, stupid or they're just, they don't know how to communicate to someone how they really feel.
Yeah, but
So
uh,
I don't think things like other people do.
yeah, I told one person that if I was in a store or somewhere, and if a person came in and call a black woman the N word, I would put that person in their place. I would shove them so far into the earth core to where it would incinerate their ass. That's how that's how it affects me when someone uses that word.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, the younger generation, it's totally different for them than it is for my generation. My
Yeah,
generation is it's different, and but it's one of those words that some people are really sensitive about, some are not. So it's a word you really don't use. I taught my kids you do not ever use that word, no matter what,
yes,
because I didn't want them to inflame someone else, or hurt somebody's feelings, because they were raised in a different time. Now it's like right now I hate this race baiting stuff. I can't stand it.
yeah,
I grew
yeah,
up as I told this I befriended this man years ago on Facebook when they started race baiting stuff, and I told him, I said, look, I had the reverse uh, racism done because I was white. I was not allowed to play with another child. Uh, we were both
yeah,
4 years old. She lived across a, it's kind of like a, I don't know, it's a little side street, but it runs beside our house. We were in like a little bitty town, and we were not allowed to play with one another. This was back in the 60s, 50s, no, 50s, I guess. And her father explained to me why we couldn't play together. And I was like, that's not fair. So as a 4-year old, I was I was understanding it was not fair. She was
Yeah.
4, I was 4. What was the problem? That's where I looked at it.
Yeah.
So I hate this. I hate this. Trying to separate people because of their color. It's
Yeah.
wrong.
It
We're
is.
humans. We're humans.
I mean, we're put here by God, and He made us all different.
Yeah, we were raised in church. We were taught God loves us no
Hmm.
matter what color we are. And that's exactly
Hmm.
what we should live. I was taught you do not mix the races because that's what the Bible teaches. But still, that don't mean you can't love each other, respect each other.
Yep. And that reminds me, I think it was a troll, but he messaged me on Facebook and said, "Why does this person have to be autistic? Why couldn't she be normal?" And I was like, and the best way I could say this is ask God. Ask God why He made us differently, because He's our creator.
God didn't make autism. I do not. I don't believe that at all. I believe it's
Yeah.
chemicals or something that they're um, exposed to here on Earth. I do not, because most of them, when they're born, they're normal,
Yeah.
and they get over time. It's just like they get more delayed, more delayed, more delayed.
Yeah.
So I don't believe it's. I don't believe they're born that way.
Yeah.
I believe it's man-made.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's vaccines or if it's like chemicals in the air, chemicals in food. I don't know what it is, but I don't believe it's they're born that way. I mean, we do have, you know, like we do have, what do you call it? I guess people that's born deformed, but
Yeah.
I still don't think that's God's doing.
Yeah. Right.
I don't understand it, but God still loves them.
Yep. He
And
does.
if you take autistic people, look at they say that uh what's his name? my my brain left me. Musk. They say he's autistic.
Hmm.
Look how he is. I mean, the wealthiest man on earth.
Yeah. Smartest
That
person
means
on earth.
he's he's got some smarts somewhere, don't he?
Yeah. And there's a lot of people. There's a lot of autistic people that can be smart, and they are.
Yeah. I have a cousin, and he's like when he was just tiny. He's like 3 or 4 years old, and he knew all the different like shapes, like triangles. What do you call them? Rectangles. He knew all of those and the names and like the 16-sided shape, and he knew all of it. Never studied it. He was born that way.
Mm.
So that I guess they have a special talent, each one of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just that
Yeah.
they're not like us. but that don't mean they're not wonderful human beings.
Yeah.
Do you know
Like
Joe
most of the
Arcade?
people.
You know Joe Arcade?
I don't. I don't
Have you run
think
across
so,
his
but I
channel?
know. I don't. I don't think so. You
I
could.
don't remember
If you
where
want to,
I've
you can put
come
it.
across your channel. I've been trying to think
Uh,
where I come across your channel.
I think we met when we were uh, either tea vlogs, simple tea vlogs, or it could have been Grandma Lynn's channel.
That's Grandma Lynn's. I bet that's what. Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah, Grandma. Yeah,
Yeah, I do believe that
I
was
haven't.
it.
Yeah, I haven't been to her channel lately. I think it's because we have different time zones, and when she's live, sometimes now I'm probably already signed off for the day, so that's probably why.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't been to hers in a long time, and I don't know why. I think I have so many channels, different channels that I go to, and
Yeah,
with all the politics things that's going on, I get involved in that because I want to know what's going on, and
yeah,
so I don't have enough time to go to everybody's channel.
yeah, yeah. It's kind of hard to go to everybody's channel, especially. Uh, I tried this once when I first started YouTubing and being a moderator. I tried to channel hop and moderate two channels at the same time. That's impossible. But I
Uh,
tried my best.
that's that's
Yeah.
yeah, that's
No,
kind of hard. I only do
going to
that if
one
there's
channel.
one. Yeah, if one channel has a whole lot of mods, then it's the other one doesn't have very many. That's a different story. You can kind of let the other people do the moderating for the one that has a lot of modders. Yeah, but like you said, if they don't, nah, that's too hard to do.
Yeah.
I do try to do that sometimes on this one channel, and they'll say the the uh, the one that's on the one channel. He calls me out a lot of times, and I'm supposed to answer a question, and I've not heard it because I was paying attention to another channel. I wasn't paying attention to
Yeah.
his. That kind of showed me that you really can't do that. So,
Yeah.
and he does the vertical,
But
so it's kind of hard to go back and listen to what he said.
yeah. But that's one
I
time
just
I did that. I
realized
tried to yeah. That's one time I tried to live stream at the same time. I was like, I can't do this. If I had two devices, I might could do that, but I'll only have one device. So
yeah, you have to have two devices. You're gonna do that one,
yeah,
and it's
yeah,
still hard.
yeah,
I don't really like modding on people's channels.
yeah,
Only one time have I ever had an opportunity where I really had to pitch in because it was like every second there was somebody coming on trolling. I think she had like 10 or 15 people that was trolling that day, and it was taking
yeah,
every one of us to keep them
yeah.
cut out.
Especially back in the olden days when YouTube just started, we would uh we would try to moderate uh when the live chat is flying off the handle, like just just
Yeah.
going and going and going when you have a lot of people. Not easy.
No, I can't
Have to
handle that, man. When they
I
have so
think
many
we have to
people on there
stop
that,
that. Yeah,
yeah, I'll get on those. It's
we
like, no.
basically have.
I don't like to even go on those because you can't really keep up with the chat at all. Just to
Yeah,
read it, you can't do it. You have to stop it.
yeah. One time I was like, "What the hell? I can't. The chat is flying. I can't control this." And
Uh huh.
it's nonsense. But I think now
Uh
they
huh.
have it to where it won't go that fast.
Yeah, you can slow it
Yeah, that
down some. Yeah, that's like,
that's yeah, that's
and
unreal.
especially now when you get older, it's like your brain don't kick in as quick, so it's even harder.
Yeah, uh,
Oops.
that they even have light bulbs now that you can charge up, and you can hold it in your hands like this, and it will stay lit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think now my son had one that had a button on it where you could turn it off and on,
Yeah.
and he had one that had a solar panel on it where he could take it outside, and charge it up, and then bring it back in, uh, and just push the button when he wanted to use it, like a flashlight. And
Yeah.
the one I bought, I finally got me one that, but you have to leave the light on all the time, and
Uh,
I don't like that part of it because it will only come on if the light is on and the power goes off.
yeah.
I don't like that part.
Yeah.
I'd like to have one that
Like. Mm,
I'd like to have one that even if the power's off, you can turn it on. Turn the lamp on and the light
yeah.
comes on. Like you said, you
Yeah.
can charge it up and it stays charged.
Yeah. That's the neatest thing about technology now.
Yeah, they're coming up with all kinds of things. Now the ones you're talking about, they have
Uh-huh.
plastic. They have plastic cover. The the
Yeah.
LEDs. Those, if they go out,
Hmm.
I saw a video where, like, if you find the little light bulb inside, you take that plastic, you can twist it
Yeah.
and get that plastic cover off, and it goes down to where the lights are,
Yeah.
and
Uh,
you can run a
yeah.
wire from one of the lights over bypass the one that's glowed over to the other one that is working,
Yep.
and the light will still work.
Yep.
Because what it does,
Yep.
if
Uh,
one of the little lights goes out, it breaks the circuit. So you
yeah.
bypass that glowed light, and it connects the circuit back.
Yep.
I thought that was
And
neat.
that's the neat. Yep.
Yeah, the plastic. They have
Especially.
to have the plastic cover, not the glass
Yeah.
cover.
Those are your regular LED. Yeah, those are your regular LED bulbs that they have made in the past. Now,
I
now these kind of light bulbs you can't take off because it's the whole thing. It's all
yeah,
glass,
that's
and this is
one piece. It is.
yeah,
It's
this
the
is
ones
by
with the white bottom, like a ceramic bottom,
yeah, yeah,
and then it's got the plastic cover.
Yeah. So
I love how people find these little tricks on the YouTube and they show it.
yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yeah,
But
it's nice that
yeah,
it's nice that they
the
get
thing,
on and show what they find.
yeah, you know, the thing is about these lights. Sometimes if they overheat, like if there's moisture or if they overheat, they can go out faster than they're supposed to.
With
That's
the
the
LEDs that I was talking about, as the incandescent, they don't heat. They don't put out heat.
yeah,
They're
yeah, they don't
cool.
put out heat. Yeah. That-
That's what.
I
The
think
old timey
that's
ones,
what
boy,
makes
you throw your hands on them. But I don't know what they're called. The twisted one.
yeah.
That one, it was like, um, we had, I read yeah,
Oh,
that
like
one.
this one?
Uh huh. I read the instructions when they first came out with them,
This is called a
and it was,
this one. Yeah, yeah. This one. These are called CFL bulbs, compact fluorescent light. That's what it stands for.
okay. Uh, well, I read the instructions,
Yeah,
and it was saying, caution on it, and it told how you had to, like, if you busted one of those, you have to leave your home for 15 minutes, open your windows and doors, and then you have to take
yeah,
a piece of paper and clean it up because it's going to come out in little balls.
yeah,
That's what mercury is like. All right. And you get that mercury and you put it in a glass jar and seal it up. And then you are supposed to take it to one of those hazard materials facilities.
yeah,
And then we had this,
yeah,
I forgot who was president at the time. I think it was Obama. And it she was telling that, oh, this new light, but you just, if they bust, you just clean it up and throw it in the garbage. I was like, and she was over the EPA. I was like,
yeah,
what? It was like,
yeah,
she's over the environment and she does not know what to do with them. It's like, come on. Uh, I was so
yeah,
floored by that one. And she was telling people,
yeah,
and she was giving them bad information because, if they touch that, they can get mercury burns on their hands if they get it on their hands, and they could get it like if they had a sore, they could get mercury poisoning. It's like, come, I just thought. Sometimes I wonder.
Is it and with the mercury top of thermometers that we used to use back in the olden days, the glass ones,
Yeah, yeah.
that's got mercury in it too.
I still have one.
Yeah,
I still have one.
yeah,
Of course, with my kids,
I
we
have
were
two.
used to them. That's what we grew up with, so it was no big deal. But with the younger generation, it was like I was afraid to use that with them, especially mouth wise, because I was afraid they might bite down on it. And
Yeah,
so I had to get one of the newer ones with them.
yeah.
But still, for me, I prefer the old one. I think it's more
Especially
accurate.
Yeah, especially with babies because they can't put it in your mouth. You got to put it in up there behind.
Right, right. But I mean, I never had a problem with that. And but it's like uh, nowadays there's so most kids are hyper, so that's kind of like kind of dangerous.
Yep.
With it, my daughter she went to the hospital when she was just a little bitty thing, and I think she was like 13 months old at 14 months old, and they were trying to give her take her temperature with the old timey thermometer, and she flipped, and the doctor she almost
Yeah.
fell off the table, exam table with them, and I was like, oh, it's like I could just see that thermometer breaking because I could just, I thought they were holding on to it, and it's like,
Yeah.
never again do I want to take that chance.
See, you see that light right there?
Uh huh.
When the LED no when the LED bulbs go bad, they go dim like that.
Oh,
And when it does that, that means it's time to change it. Oh
wow.
yeah, I was just showing you. Yeah,
Oh,
my brother did change it, but I think he put in a bad one. But you see it blinking, it does that when it's time to change it.
see, I didn't know that.
Yep.
I've not been around a lot of people that has researched and knew a lot of the different things about the new bulbs.
Yeah.
My son only knows
Yeah.
like the what they would do, but I bought bulbs with him, and nowhere on it did it say it was an emergency bulb. Like it would come on when the power goes off. If it was on,
Yeah.
nothing on the box whatsoever did it have. And
Yeah.
I just happened to be sitting here. I run a light all the time, and the power went out. The light come on. I was like, "Yay!" I didn't have to
Yeah.
sit in the dark for 6 hours.
Yeah. They they do that.
Well, that one didn't have it on the box, telling that it was like that. It just was like
Yeah.
any other light bulb. It just nothing on it about emergency coming on. So I was lucky.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about the Yuba light bulbs, they do not have 100-watt
Yeah.
one. That's the only thing I don't like.
Which one?
Like equal to a
What?
100 watt.
Oh, well, the LED light bulbs, like I just showed you, they do have 100 watts.
Do
Light
they?
bulbs from GE, but you can
I'm
get
not.
it brighter if you
Yeah, I used to.
you can get it
You
bright.
because I don't know if they just don't do it around here or what, but I've not seen one. The highest I've found is a 75 watt, and that's
Yeah.
not that's not enough for me to read by.
Yeah.
My
If
eyes were
you
going bad.
yeah, if you ever need a light bulb stronger than that, then you might can go to Amazon and buy it from there because
Oh yeah,
Amazon has
okay,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, I don't do that. I haven't gotten
Yeah.
into that habit of going to Amazon and all that, like internet buying. I've not got into that. I leave that to my kids.
Or if you have a battery plus bulbs in your area, you can ask them for a brighter bulb.
But yeah, I think I have one of those.
Yeah, because battery plus bulbs, they have everything, batteries and bulbs.
Yeah, I think we have one of those.
Yeah, and just give them a call or go to your uh the one that's closest to you and just ask them if they have them like that, and they could probably get you one.
Yeah, 'cause it's like my eyes were going bad. I had to have that cataract surgery done, and before, when I
Yeah,
was like before my surgery, I couldn't see because my light wasn't strong enough. I had to take an old bulb, the old timey bulb, and pull it out and put it in the light I was using to read by.
and
I don't understand.
these type of bulbs, these type of bulbs, we buy these at Walmart.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I
you can
think
buy these at
Walmart's
Walmart.
where I got my. I think Walmart's where I got um my bulb that comes on when the power goes off.
Yeah. Well, when my flashlight battery was going out because I got it from Amazon, it was going bad, so I had to get a new battery like this from Battery Plus Bulbs. It was kind of it was expensive, but it's got about 3 years on it
Oh,
warranty.
well, that you was talking about the lasting of the bulbs. The bulb I've got, like I said, the one that comes on when the power goes off. I've had that light running day and night for like 3 years.
Yeah,
So that one has lasted.
yeah.
I don't know if it would
It
last as
depends on
long if it cutting
yeah.
it
It
off and
depends on
on.
how, yeah. It depends on how much you use it.
Well, like
If
I
you use
said,
a
it's
lot,
been on day 24 hours a day, every day for 3 years. But I don't
wow.
turn it off and on. It just stays on.
Ah,
So it's been good. I don't know if it lasts as long if I cut it off and on all the time. If that would make a difference, I kind of think it might.
mhm. But now, when you buy flashlights, they're all LED lights now. They're not the regular bulbs like you would get when back in the olden days,
Yeah.
because LEDs are better than regular light bulbs.
Well,
They're more
I
energy
think
efficient.
yeah. Um, I don't think that. I don't like the some of the LEDs. They hurt the eyes. They're so. I guess it's so
Yeah,
strong. But as far as saying energy wise, yeah, they are more efficient.
yeah. But it is a pain in the butt when you put it in and then all of a sudden it goes bad, and you're
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
yeah,
That's right. And they're pretty expensive. Some of them. They're not as
yeah,
cheap.
and yeah, the
And the
cheaper
old
ones
lights,
are the worst.
yeah, the old flashlights. Some of the things you could work on them. Some of the ones now, no, goes bad. More or less throw it away,
Yeah,
which is not good.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
just means more garbage we create.
Like this, it's, you can't replace it. So, mm,
I think the older I get, the more batteries I have to have. It's like I can't live without batteries. And I'm thinking,
yeah,
how's this good for the environment? It's not good for the environment.
yeah. If you have to have batteries, make sure you get the rechargeable ones instead of the ones that you use it
Yeah,
once
I
and you're done.
do.
Because
Yeah, I do.
they get
That's what I
expensive.
used. Uh-huh. I used to keep batteries that was rechargeable. I didn't buy just the other batteries. Of course, you can turn them in. Now you can turn them in. They
Yeah,
reuse them. They redo them. But it's cheaper to get the rechargeables in the long run. I had some
yep,
rechargeables that last 5 and 6 years. So
yep.
that was, you know, financially it's better. They're cheaper in the long run. Don't ever buy them at Dollar General or the Dollar Tree. Don't ever buy their batteries.
Yeah,
They don't last very long.
yeah. It's better to buy them either at Amazon or Battery Plus Bulbs.
Really?
Because if yep. Because when your bolt when like a battery goes out, like it's like for your car or something, you know, the key fog that has the controls to unlock it to lock it up. Sometimes you have to replace that battery, and they can do that. You just take it up to Battery Plus Bulbs. They pop the back off and replace the battery.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did that, but no. I guess the the button, it wasn't good because I got two batteries. I got one in each one of
Yeah.
the door opener buttons, and they replaced the batteries in both of them. Neither one of them would work. So I guess the button itself was
Yeah.
bad, or the part on the cord that got the signal was bad. I don't know which.
Yeah. And if it does go bad, like it doesn't work, you can just take it up there. They can pop it off, and they can just clean the contacts and see if that works.
Well, they're the ones that replaced it, so that wasn't
Yeah.
what the problem was. So it had to be, evidently, it's a part on the car that gets the signal.
Yeah.
And I don't know where that's located. I've not looked that one up. I'm a person who researches
Yeah.
things. If I could fix it, I try to fix it.
Yeah. And if you ever need a key fob, you might want to go to your local dealership where you bought it and get one. They are expensive, but you can also buy them off of Amazon if you know what the model of your car is. Then you can buy them from
Wow.
there.
I
Hmm.
did not know that one. Oh,
Hmm. Yeah.
yeah, nowadays there's, oh,
It's
my
like
daughter
I said.
she had a car and the key had this little thing in it, or didn't have this little thing in it, something to do with the key. And her door opener wouldn't work. And it was some little part on her key that was that had to be fixed on the key.
Yeah.
I was like, that didn't make sense to me at all.
Yeah. Because we have like when we bought our car, the key itself, the key fog itself, when there's a little notch on it where you stick it into the ignition and then turn it on. And if you don't have that, you can't drive a car.
Yeah. Um, This had to do with the little button that opened and closed the door, lock and unlock the
Yeah.
door. But it was something to do with the key. So I don't know
Yeah.
what that was. I never figured that one out. It was that was just, and they put this little like the hole that
Yeah.
like you usually hook it onto your chain and stuff with. They put a thing in that little hole, and that solved her problem. I don't know what that was. Never tried to figure that one out.
So yeah.
I've been lucky. My animals have not gone crazy. I always worry about them barking when I'm on.
Hey, Grandma Lynn, welcome in.
Oh, I'm not showing anybody. Oh,
Yeah, Grandma Lynn is in the chat.
well, hello, Grandma Lynn. I didn't get a notification on that one.
Okay, I'm back. Hey, Grandma Lynn, how are you doing today? The question of the day is, what kind of lights do you use? Do you think is the best? And I've been showing three types of light bulbs. Let me turn my camera back on.
I use all but I can't remember the name of it, the curly one. That's that one I do not
CFL.
use.
Yeah, it's called CFL. Yeah.
Yeah, that one I will not use. They say when they was telling that when you burn it, it puts off a gas that is it's dangerous.
Multitasking. Okay.
So I don't
Yeah.
that one I just totally I don't remember what it does, what the gas does to you. I just know it's dangerous
Yeah.
because that's been so many years ago when I did that research.
Yeah. 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 These are CFLs. These are LEDs, and these are what I usually call them Thomas Edison bulbs, but they're called yeah, what are they called now? Incandescent light bulbs.
Incandescent, yeah.
So
The
yeah,
incandescent I prefer.
these are what we used to use. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, yeah, but unfortunately. they don't make them anymore. They don't make
Yeah,
these
I was
anymore.
kind of confused
It still works.
why they stopped making incandescent bulbs and bring in a bulb that has mercury in it. I did not understand that one because the
Well,
mercury.
this one they start using to, yeah, they tried to they made this one because they want to try to reduce your energy bill and the energy of the light, because these have a lot of them. These don't save you any money on your electric bill. Use them,
Well, see, years
but
ago they
these
told that
will
the
save you money, and it's also better for the environment.
yeah. See, I had all
Like,
every light bulb in my house. I had that in it. When they came out, we got all
yeah,
changed out all the light bulbs to those that we could, and then um,
yeah,
but then like you said, it's a fluorescent. Well, when
yeah,
years ago they told that the fluorescent lights were bad because of the gas that it put off, and the lighting itself was not a good lighting. And so it's like, uh, that didn't make sense to me.
well,
Why they would put something out that was more dangerous
yeah,
to have in your house. Because when I found out it had mercury in it, it's like, no, 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 no. And thankfully, I knew what to do. We had one to break, and I knew what to do. Um, because of thankfully, when I was in the third grade, we had a teacher that taught us about mercury. She had a little ball of mercury and she brought to school, and she taught us that we couldn't touch it and all the different things
yeah.
about it.
Ooh,
Well, I'm going to have to get off from here. I have enjoyed talking to you.
now this light in my room. Let me see if when it clears up. These up into the fluorescent LED light bulbs. So that's what they are. And that's what the problem was. I still messed up. But anyway, yeah. Now I'm about to send. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Now these top light bulbs
Yeah,
are called fluorescent LED bulbs. Yeah, these are
yeah. See,
what we're using today. Now these are school type lights. Like,
yeah. See, that's what we were
yeah,
taught that they were not good for you
yeah.
because they put off a gas
I'm about
and
to sign off too because it's starting. Yeah, yeah,
I've enjoyed talking with you. I don't get on panels too often nowadays.
yeah. Me too. And that, yeah, and nice to meet. Okay, there we go. Can't get my camera to work. Okay, there we go. But okay, I'm back. But yeah, What I was trying to say was it was nice to meet you too in person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So you see that
with
I'm
that,
on my comments. I have a dog, and when I came up on your
yeah,
panel, I have a giraffe. So
yeah,
remember that. That it's
yeah.
they're
I
both
know.
Mia's. I don't
Yeah,
know why they. I don't know why it's
yeah,
different. Should be the same, I would think.
yeah,
But if
yeah.
you see the giraffe, you know it's me. If you see the dog with the glasses, you know it's me.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
I
you
will
have a
remember
good
that.
day.
You too, and I hope to see you again whenever I go live again.
Okay. And
Yeah,
Grandma
I
Lynn,
do
it was
post.
nice to have you on.
Yeah,
Would have been nice if she could have come up and visited with us.
yeah. She did one time. She when I did my live stream about my weather radio, she came up. But yeah, and yes, I do use this when it's storming and stuff. It has it does have uh, a solar panel on it, and it also has a
Hmm.
crank, and you also can charge it
Oh,
up, and it's also a bank. It's also a power bank too to charge up your phone.
wow. Oh, wow.
Yep,
That's neat. All right.
yep.
I'm going to get off.
But okay,
Bye
I'll
bye.
talk to you later. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Bye bye.
With that, guys, I will talk to you guys later, and I hope y'all have a great day. And if you have any questions about these type of light bulbs and this one, just let me know in the comments, and I'll get back to you. With that, I hope y'all have a great, wonderful day, and always please be good to each other and be respectful. With that, I will talk to you guys later. Much love and respect to everyone. Bye bye. And, oh, and one more thing, StreamYards has their own app now.